Hello there. Today I would like to talk about a book I'm reading actually, The Shaman in Stilettos. I don't normally do normal books, it's usually a Kindle or an audio, but my yoga teacher lent it to me actually, and I've got to say I'm absolutely loving it. So it's written by a woman called Anna Hunt, and it's actually her true story. I haven't got to the end of it yet, but essentially she was a celebrity journalist in London, living the high life, you know, earning loads of money, getting pissed most nights, and you know, had the boyfriend who was some big banker, I think, some kind of finance, earned a lot of money anyway, or stockbroker or something. And it was very much the fast-paced London life. And she just got to a point, she was still only young, where she was starting to really feel like she wanted something different. I met this woman who had talked about going to Peru. She didn't really know this woman. And anyway, to cut a long story short, she ended up going. She went to Peru. And it was sort of like a retreat type thing that they did, but they went to do ayahuasca. And if you don't know what ayahuasca is a plant medicine that is becoming more and more sought after now in terms of the Western world. But you can basically go and you can have ayahuasca ceremonies and you can drink this plant medicine, which apparently tastes like crap. And it gives you some good old experiences basically, but it's about you being able to, I think, tap into the inner you, but also it's about getting rid of old stuff and sometimes I think people can see the future and all that sort of thing. So anyway, so this is what she did, and she ended up meeting this shaman, and if you don't know what a shaman is, I don't fully know, but I know shamans are very mystical, very intuitive, and shamans are the ones that do these ceremonies for the ayahuasca. And she met this shaman called Maximo, and who was apparently gorgeous and blah, blah, blah. And she hated it when she first went out there, and then by the end of it, she really didn't want to go back to London. She'd really started to feel more connected with herself. She ended up going back to London for a few months, but before she had, this shaman had basically said to her that he felt she was a shaman, and he was some highly acclaimed shaman who never asked for apprentices, but before she left he said he wanted her to be his apprentice. And anyway, so that's what she did. She went back to London for a few months, ended up coming back to Peru to do this apprenticeship. And I'm still on that journey with her, but she's basically, yes, she's very much seems to be a natural and intuitive. She's getting all these powers and she can see things, she can heal people. And it's a very funny book as well. And there's this whole love thing with her and the shaman, which he seems to really like her and then goes really cold, and it's all that, you know, push-pull type thing. And so I don't know whether they do actually get together or not. I haven't got to the end yet. But for me, I mean, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a great read. It's funny. It's engaging. She sets the scene really well about what happens in Peru and what it's like, and the characters that she meets along the way and the people that have become friends, and just the journey that she's gone on. And I think I wanted to share about that book because A, go and get it, go and read it, but B, you know, it's getting a lot more popular or common. Common's the wrong word because it's still the minority, but more and more people are wanting to step away from the humdrum of everyday life or the fast-paced life that they might be living, because you get to burnout. You get to a point where you don't really know who you are anymore. You know, you're repeating the same old shit every day, whether that's in work or what other else things you have to do. And one of the things I learned from a weekend I've just attended at a Joe Dispensa workshop is that we are constantly living, our brain is constantly in the past, because the habits that we form, that, you know, we wake up, most people will grab their phone now and have a look. We get out of bed the same side, we go to the loo, we go and make a drink, we then go and do what, you know, maybe get in the shower or check our emails or whatever it might be. But there's a whole series of events, a lot of events throughout the day, that are exactly the same as the day before. In which point we are living in the past, because we're not changing it. And on the flip side, then sometimes we're living in the future because we're just constantly thinking about these goals that we're striving towards. And very, very, very few people are living in the present, because it's quite tough to do in our lives, the way that we're driven with work and everything. But that's how it is. So yeah, if you're feeling that you want some time out, if you're feeling that you're really dissatisfied with your current life in terms of the job or whatever else it might be, then I totally recommend this book. But I also recommend just thinking about what it is that you could actually do to change your life from today. And one of those really easy things to do is start living more in the present, because when you start living more in the present, it allows you to start really receiving more to yourself in terms of intuition, in terms of giving yourself space to really, really allow yourself to really feel what it is you want to do next, rather than you just, you know, sleepwalking through life, which, you know, I've done it myself, still do it probably from time to time, but I'm a lot more conscious now that I don't want to be that way. So that's my video for today. I'm going to leave it there. All right, see you on the next one. Bye.